welcome everyone to day 3 of my cut, I guess. Now, I've been wondering in my mind whether I should name these. This is my second workout day, so when I do the YouTube description, I was thinking, should I label this as day 2 or should I label it as a day 3? So I've been thinking about it, and these are the thoughts that plague my mind, and I was thinking about just make it day 3. So it's total days of since I started. So today is day 2 of my workout day, and that entails legs, quads, hamstrings, calves, and also biceps, which also includes forearms as well. Now, how I split my workout, so there's 6 total workout days. Day 1, day 3, and day 6 are chest, shoulders, triceps, and back. Day 2 are legs, quads, which are quads, hamstrings, and calves, and also biceps and forearms. Now, how I do my whole routine is, look, I just said that, plus, let's say chest, for example. Chest, I'll pick out 3 different exercises for chest. So let's say it's barbell bench press, then incline barbell bench press, and then say dumbbell bench press. So it's 3 different exercises. So on day 1 I might do barbell bench press, day 3 I might do the incline barbell bench press, and on day 6 I'll do dumbbell bench press. So 3 different exercises for chest, 3 different exercises for shoulders, and I split them up that way, 3 different exercises for triceps, and so on. So I do that for all the body parts, and like I've shown on day 1 of my workout routine, I'll just do the 1 exercise per body part, and mostly I'll do the 1 set for each body part. Some body parts are different, like quads I'll do 2 sets, and this is what I'm doing today. Quads I'll do 2 sets. Starting off with, I'll do barbell squats today. I'll do 2 sets for it. So the first working set will be about 4 to 8 reps, and then the second set will be the Widowmaker, which will be 15 to 20 reps, straight up, no rest pause. If you've never done a 20 rep set on a barbell back squat, you'll find that if you start doing them, you'll know why they're called a Widowmakers. It's hell. It's more a mental struggle more than anything, but you get an amazing pump. Today I'll also show you how to do calves. It's a slightly different way than just just straight up 3 sets or 1 set of anything. So I'll show you how I do calves, and you'll see how what a big strain it is. It's really, really hard, the way I do them anyway. How I pulled up from Monday. Monday was my first workout day for a while, and I got DOMS. DOMS stands for delayed onset muscle soreness, and yeah, I feel it right here in my chest and a little bit on my back. Back's not too bad, but here, right on the chest there, it's hurting, which is good. So anyway, we've got that happening today. I hope you all enjoy that video as well, day 1. Later on as well, I want to save the talk. Most of them I'll talk about dieting and how to diet and so on. I'll save that for the weekend, and my shopping day is normally on a Saturday or Sunday. So when I go shopping, I'll show what I'm buying to lose fat. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Alright, so like I said, today it'll be quads, hamstrings, calves, and biceps. Yeah, so it should be good. Now, diet-wise, like I said, I'll go on about what I eat and everything and so on. I wanted to talk about my weighing in, how I do the weigh-ins as well. So I weighed myself on Monday, and it was shocking. I know I said on Monday that I was hoping that it would just be a couple of extra kilos. Well, it wasn't. but I'm not too concerned. I don't care how I start, and you shouldn't care what your starting point is. Just care about what the end result is. Like I said, before I started the holidays, I was 105 kilos, and when I weighed myself on the Monday, I was 111.1, I think it was. So huge, but I know that 2 or 3 of those kilos is water weight because of the excess carbs that I ate. 2 or 3 of those kilos is water weight. So in reality, I put on probably about 2 or 3 kilos of fat, which is still a lot. Because even like I said, I weighed myself on the Monday, and that was 111.1. Then I weighed myself yesterday, Tuesday, and I weighed myself at 109.7. When I weigh myself later today, I don't think I'll get into the 108s, but we'll see. So 109.7. So it's over a kilo there that I lost in one day, but it's not just fat that I lost; it's the excess water that I lost. Now you should be aware that if you weigh yourself daily, there's always fluctuations in your weight, and there's a number of factors, as to why that might be. It could be because you ate dinner at different times of the evening, and that'll affect your weight in the morning if you weigh yourself first thing in the morning. It could be that you drank a lot of water one evening for whatever reason. It could be that you just taken a piss just before you weighed in, as opposed to you normally don't take a piss before you weigh in. It could be that you've went to the toilet, whereas one morning you didn't go to the toilet. So how do you do it? So first of all, you should weigh yourself at the same time every day. After either after you go to the toilet or you don't go to the toilet, whatever. It's gonna be as consistent as possible. So over a week, 7 days, you weigh yourself every day. Don't worry so much about the daily fluctuations. So don't worry if one day you weigh 100, and on day one you weigh 100 kilos, and then on day 2 you weigh 101, and then on day 2 you weigh yourself 100.5. Don't worry too much about daily fluctuations. What you should do is weigh yourself every day, and then take the average for the week, right? So let's say week 1, the average is 100.5 kilos, and then week 2, again, don't worry about the daily fluctuations. Record the daily weight, but don't worry about the fluctuations every day. Week 2, take the average of week 2, which may be 99.5. Then if the weight's going down per week, then you're on the right track. If week 2 is 101, then you know something's off there, because you just gained a kilo when you're taking into account the averages. So you need to adjust. So that's the best way to do it, so you don't get too caught up on the daily fluctuations, because it can be quite disheartening as well, right? You think, well, wow, on Monday I weigh myself 100, and then on Tuesday I was 99, and then on Wednesday I've gone back to 100, and you get disheartened and you get frustrated, and that's when a lot of people give up on the diet, right, or on the cut. So don't worry about the daily fluctuations. Take the average for the whole week and calculate it that way. All right, let's get on with our training. Okay, so first up is barbell back squat. 2 sets for the quads. First set will be 4 to 8 reps, straight, no rest pausing, just straight. And the second set will be the Widowmaker. So now I'll see how I go. This is 160 kilos, so I'll see how I go squatting this. Oh, that was hard. That was 6 reps. Alright, next up is the Widowmaker, 15 to 20 reps. I've got 120 kilos on, and to be honest, it's probably a little bit heavy for 20 reps, especially on my first week back into training. But that's part of the reason why you have that rep range, 15 to 20. And the first set that I did was 4 to 8. But that's why you have that rep range, right? So you can fall within that rep range and still be okay. But I'll see how we go. It's, like I said, 120 is probably a little bit heavier than what I should be going to reach that 20 rep threshold, but we'll see. Like I said, it's just about as mental. It's a mental challenge more than even a physical one. I wanted to give up by about the 14th rep, and by about the 16th, 17th, I was like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore, but I only got 3 or 4 more to go now. It'll be a bit of a wanker if I give up on the 17th rep. Might as well just do 3 more. So, yeah, that's quads done. Okay, so next up are Romanian deadlifts. So it's I'm going to do a bit of a Romanian deadlift ladder. So I'm going to start off with 90 kilos. I'll do 6 reps for 90 kilos. And then when I finish, I'll have 5 kilos on each side straight away, and I'll do 6 reps. Then straight away put it down, put another 5 kilos on each side, and keep going there, 6 reps. I'll keep going until I can't do six reps anymore. So I might be able to do 3 or 4, and that's when I'll stop. So I'll start off on 90 kilos and keep adding on 5 kilos on each side until failure, pretty much, okay? This weight belt makes it really hard to breathe. How much is that? 120 kilos I was for 6. Oh. Alright, next up are calves. I gotta be honest, I'm feeling pretty beat. If you'd have seen me after I switched off the camera after the Romanian deadlifts, I lay down on the floor for like 5 minutes. I was out of breath. But anyway, 17 years ago, I used to do squats at the end of my work. Towards the last exercise of my workout. Now I'm doing it at the beginning, and my thinking changed from 17 years ago. That the compound lifts, the most important lifts that'll have the most impact on your training, should be done first when you're freshest, right? So stuff like deadlifts, squats, bench press, overhead press, and even rows as well. They should all be done towards the beginning of your workout rather than the end when you're the freshest. All right, so that's why I changed from 17 years ago doing squats at the end and now at the beginning of the workout. Now next up are calves. And how I do calves is a little bit different to, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's a little bit different to how most people do them. And again, this is something I learned a long time ago. So basically it's 12 reps, right? Just one set, 12 reps, but each rep is done this way. So you explode up, you explode to the top of the movement, and then you take about 4 or 5 seconds going down, right? And then you hold it at the bottom of the movement for about 15 seconds. Just count in your head, it doesn't have to be exact, I don't have a watch on me. But count to 15 seconds at the bottom of the movement and then explode up, and then take 4 or 5 seconds going down and hold it there at the bottom of the movement for another 15 seconds, and then you explode up. And you're gonna, like I said, you do that for 12 reps. The weight I've got on is 60 kilos on. I don't know if that's too light or that's too heavy for 12 reps. I haven't done this in a long time. I haven't done calves this way in a long time. So I'm just guessing, it's trial and error. And like I said on my first video as well, first couple of weeks out, you're just trialing it, doing a lot of trial and error and getting a feel of the weights, and then you adjust on the second week, or the second time that you do the workout. So anyway, so like I said, it's 60 kilos on and see how we go. Like I said, I don't know if it's too light or too heavy. But we'll see how we go. If you're not wanting to piss your pants by the end of this set, you're going too light. So like I said, explode up, 5 seconds down, hold it for 15, and then you explode up again. Alright, so you put the weight up, as if it's like a normal leg press, explode up, 5 seconds going down, and then you just hold it stretched for 15 seconds. Squeeze when you get to the top as well. Squeeze those calves. Alright, so now it's time for a quad stretch. So we grab onto a bar like this, similar to as if you were going to do inverted rows. Right, you grab onto a bar and bend your knees and walk out and you stretch your quads. Try to hold it for as long as possible, up to 60 seconds. Stand on your tippy toes. Oh. You feel a nice quad stretch. You could do this as it was like a split squat, and a split squat unit there. But with a split squat or Bulgarian squat, you just do one leg at a time. So you're doing both legs when you're doing it this way, and just stay from middle to side to side. Just about saving a bit of time. Oh, I was starting to shake. Oh. Alright, so next up is the hamstring stretch. It's important to note that there are no specific calf stretches. That's mainly because when you do the calf exercise and you're holding your calves there like on the bottom position for 15 seconds for 12 reps, that's already stretching your calves quite a fair bit. So there's no need to stretch the calves now. But this is a hamstring stretch. So we're going to get a light weight, 8 kilo kettlebell, and we're going to hold it there, like at the bottom of a Romanian deadlift or at the bottom of a Jefferson curl. And we're just going to hold it there for as long as possible. Right, so we're going to go up here, keep your legs as straight as possible. And you go as far down as you can. You see I'm pretty tight, I'm not the most flexible dude in the world, but you're going to hold it there for as long as possible. Oh, and straighten out your legs as much as you can, and you'll feel that stretch on your hamstrings. Don't forget to breathe. That's that. Alright, so next up bicep easy bar curls. What I'm going to do is just a one set, 15 to 20 reps, and then I'll put the bar down. I'll take 15 deep breaths, and then I'll just do either a static hold or just little reps like this up until failure. I'm not trying to build big biceps, I'm not a bodybuilder, but what I want to do is just build a tendon strength here, so that when I'm outside in the real world lifting heavy stuff, I don't tear any of my biceps. So that's what I want to do. The aim here is to build that tendon strength. So like I said, 15 to 20 reps, 15 deep breaths, and then static hold. All right, here we go. Don't get too hung up on the slow negatives. There's been a recent study that says that it doesn't matter whether you're like 2 seconds or 4 seconds on the way down on a negative. So just as long as it's controlled and then you're exploding up, you're okay. All right. Just trying to shake the lactic acid off my arms. Oh, 17 I think it was. 17 reps. Alright, so now I'm going to finish up with dumbbell hammer curls. So the hammer curls will focus more on the forearms. I'm not going to do it unilaterally, meaning I'm not going to get these dumbbells and do them one at a time. I don't see the need to do that if you're a beginner or intermediate. If you're wanting to be a professional bodybuilder, or you're super advanced, you've got a specific focus that you want to focus on, then that's fine. But if you're just an average Joe, beginner to intermediate, and you just want to get bigger or you want to get stronger, I just don't see the need to get that mind-muscle connection that a lot of bro scientists want to harp on about. Just do both arms of both sides at the same time, and you'll save yourself a bit of time as well at the gym. So anyways, I'm going to do them both. I'm going to do both arms at the same time. Again, 15-20 reps, and that'll do. You don't, again, like I said before, you don't need to worry too much on, oh, am I going on it for 2 or 4 seconds of the negative? Don't worry about it as long as it's controlled. Oh, that burnt. Alright, well, that's it for biceps and forearms. Now it's time to stretch them, and I'll show you how to stretch them right now. Alright, so we've got the bicep stretch. Now, the bicep stretch is very similar to the shoulder stretch that we did on Monday. Now, you're going to set the bar up in a similar way, shoulder height. Now, instead of going palms up when you grip it, you're going to go palms facing down. And instead of walking out, you're just going to drop straight down. And that'll give you a very good shoulder and even bicep stretch. And hold it there for as long as possible, up to a minute. Right, like I said, palms up, and instead of walking out, you go straight down. You drop straight down, and that'll give you a good bicep stretch. The palms facing down, the shoulder width apart, and then you go down as far as you can, and you hold it there for up to a minute. Oh. That is an awesome stretch. Alright, let's finish up with how it looks now, even in my fat state with a pump. So first up, I have a biceps. I'm not going to do big bodybuilding poses. I'm not a bodybuilder and I look like shit anyway, so screw that. Still look my biceps there. Biceps have always been a weak body part for me. Now quads. Yeah, not too bad. Again, even in the fat state, I shed the fat, hopefully that'll look a bit better. But there is some size there. The calves. Alright, well, it'll be interesting to see how progress goes along as the weeks go by.